Hello, this is Mrs. Bernal, and I'm here to go over annotations and also Diigo and how to go about using that. So right here we have our annotation guide. You'll notice we highlighted yellow vocabulary words we don't understand, and then we're using context clues or we're using the definition to find out what those words mean. We're highlighting in bold and green any evidence that can be used to answer the prompt. And then we're either paraphrasing or explain why that information is important. We're also going to highlight in blue next to text that raises a question. And then we're going to explain why this part of the text made you question it. Write down any connections or inferences you can make to the margins. Refer to the questions to ask as you guide. So some of our readings are going to be based on our common lit. And this is a completed annotation right here. So let's go over what we did. Um, the first thing you want to do when you read an article is to highlight words that you don't understand. So I went ahead and highlighted some words that maybe I can just learn a little bit more to help me understand this poem a little bit more. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight that word, okay, and make sure that it's yellow, okay? So it's yellow because these are words we don't understand. And then we want to add a sticky note because that's where we're going to put the definition. So if you are using Common Lit, you can actually highlight the word first and then go to this book column and it actually pulls up the definition for you right here. So Harlem Renaissance is a period in 1920s when African American achieved in arts and music and literature flourish. So achievements in arts and music and literature, they flourished. And you can go ahead and put that in your own words or just copy and paste it and put it in the sticky notes. So you're going to do that for all words that may be confusing for you, unknown, unfamiliar words. Now, green is you're going to highlight green evidence that may answer the question, answer the prompt. So for this one, the question is uh, um, how should a person face death? Explain your answers in detail. So you're highlighting textual evidence that helps you answer that question. So the first phrase is, if we must die, let it not be like hogs, haunted and pinned in a glorious spot. So that's pretty important. So I went ahead and highlighted that. Okay. And again, this is going to be green because it's textual evidence. And then you add a sticky note. What does this mean? Why is this important? This means that we should die with honor, that it should not be in a shameful death. Okay, so again, you're looking for textual evidence and you're writing in the margins. What does that mean? Why is that important? And then blue is you're going to highlight phrases or areas where you may have a question. So I highlighted next to 1919. My question was, so I highlighted that and I put a sticky note. What happened that influenced McKay to write this poem? So what happened during the 1919s? Okay, and that's a question I have. Why did he write this poem? What influenced him? What event was going on? And then finally, so you have your annotations, and then you want to email those annotations to me. And that's, you can always go back to this D, okay? You're going to click here, share this page. And then you're going to write my email. So it's graces@nv.ccsd.net. Okay, and then make sure you put your name and your period. I'm just going to make up a period 1, annotations. And then, oops, make sure it's spelled correctly, and then send it. And that is how you annotate a text.